Hey guys! Welcome back to my 31 Days of Halloween, and if you are new to my channel, definitely make sure to hit that subscribe button. I am filming and uploading every single day for this entire month, so you're not going to want to miss a single episode. So I am the female version of Link from Zelda. I have actually never played Zelda, but I have this weird fascination with Link. So, I always have. I don't know why. Okay, so today we are talking about Boo Hags. Now, I originally had no idea what a Boo Hag was, and they are actually pretty terrifying. And I am going to start this off with a story of a Boo Hag. So, once there were two men who had been friends all of their lives. They married two beautiful women around the same time, and everything seemed fine. But one night, one of the men went to the other one and said, "When you wake up in the middle of the night, is your wife lying in bed next to you?" "She sure is," said his friend. "Why do you ask?" And the guy said, "When I lie down at night, my wife is with me. But when I wake up in the middle of the night, she's gone. And then when morning comes, she's back in bed with me again." So his friend said that he thinks that he married a hag. Now, a Boo Hag was something that is quite serious. It is a kind of witch that can slip out of her skin at night and fly around, causing trouble in the world. It said a Boo Hag can kill a man by draining all of his blood from his body and sucking it out through his nose, which is so disturbing. So a Boo Hag is something that you never want to meet, and definitely something that you would never want to be married to. So the man asked his friend what he should do. So the friend replied saying that you need to wait until she slips out of her skin, and then you find the skin. Look under the stairs. That's where they like to hide them. Then you take that skin and you put salt and pepper all over it. Then she won't be able to get her skin back on. And so that night, the man went to bed and his wife pretended to be asleep. Around midnight, he felt her slip out of the bed beside him. He waited for her to get downstairs and then hid from her, watching her. He saw his wife pull off all of her skin and hide it under the stairs. Then she flew right out the chimney. So he went, got the skin, salt and peppered it, which is very strange, but he put salt and pepper all over it, then rolled it back up into a ball and put it where he found it. Then he went back to bed and waited till the early morning when he heard his wife come home. And he heard her voice speaking softly. "Skin, skin, you know me. Skin, skin, this is me. Skin, skin, you know me. Skin, skin, this is me." But he knew with the salt and pepper that she couldn't get back into her skin. So he waited, and he heard his wife speak again. "Skin, skin, you know me. Skin, skin, this is me. Skin, skin, you know me. Skin, skin, this is me." And he knew that she would be stuck without her skin. Then he heard his wife come up the stairs, and she pretended to be asleep. He felt his wife crawl into bed next to him and wrap herself tightly in the sheet. He reached his hand over and felt something warm and rubbery. And after that, he knew he didn't have to pretend to be asleep. When morning came, The man got up and said to his wife, "Time to get up, time for breakfast." And she said that she's not getting up, she's sick. And she laid there wrapped up, not showing a single inch of herself. So the man said he'd go get a doctor. But she said that the doctor cost way too much money. So the man said he was going to go and take care of the garden. The man went outside and hid under the window. And he heard his wife come downstairs and call out again, "Skin, skin, you know me. Skin, skin, this is me. Skin, skin, you know me. Skin, skin, this is me." So the man went to find a conjure man. He told the conjure man his story, and the conjure man told him to go home and start a big barrel of pitch boiling, and he would be along shortly. So the man went home, started a fire in the garden, and started a big barrel of pitch boiling on it. Soon the conjure man came, and the two of them went upstairs to find the man's wife in bed, all tucked up, not showing an inch of herself. Conjure man says, "What ails you, woman?" And she said that nothing was wrong. So the conjure man ripped the sheet off her, and it showed her raw and bloody body. The conjure man said, "Man, you've done and married a hag." And they grabbed her and carried her to the boiling barrel of pitch and burned her. Now, Boo Hags are actually part African American tradition from the coasts of North and South Carolina. The tradition states that the best ways to keep a Boo Hag out of your home is to lay a broom across the door, across your front door. Now, a Boo Hag can slip into your house through something like a keyhole. However, if she comes across a broom, she must stop and count every single straw, and by the time she is done, morning will come and she will have to retreat back into her skin. Often when somebody was dealing with a Boo Hag, they would call a conjure man, also known as a conjure doctor or a root doctor. Now, a conjure man is someone who is experienced in the art of voodoo. And along with knowing how to get rid of Boo Hags, they were also very skilled in being able to solve problems like finding love, a good job, or even something as simple as winning a court case. Now, if you take a historic detour, like back in time, to Charleston City Market, at one Market Street, you will find a group of vendors. There'll be grocery vendors and butchers who were the first occupants of the original sheds of the market. These sheds were built between 1804 and 1830. Now, the Gullah culture, which I am sorry if I pronounced that wrong, but the Gullah culture is an offshoot of the West African slave trade. Now, sadly, we all know the terrible things that happened. Some know more than others do, but we all know about the slave trade, and the tragedy that it was. But sadly, Africans from various backgrounds were imprisoned together in very large numbers, and they formed a culture, the Gullah culture. Now, today, the Gullah culture are the descendants of the African slaves who were brought to the Carolinas in the late 1500s. Almost 500,000 Gullahs live on the eastern coast from Florida to North Carolina. And the fact that the Gullah culture has preserved so long despite slavery, war, and natural disaster shows what amazing and strong people they really are. So one of the beliefs of the Gullahs are that people have both a soul and a spirit, so they're not the same thing. They believe that souls leave a human body after death, and if it is a good soul, it'll go to heaven. The spirit, however, will have a very different function. A good spirit will stay behind protecting family, and guiding them through the rest of the family's lives. So I kind of think about like a spirit guide in that aspect. However, a bad spirit becomes a Boo Hag. Now, the Boo Hag uses witchcraft to manipulate people, and they steal their energy when they sleep. Goa people sometimes would even wish each other goodnight by simply saying, "Don't let the hag ride ya." Because when a Boo Hag would sit on a person and steal their energy, it was called riding. Now, Boo Hags are undead beings that literally feed off of humans. They are skinless, bright red in color, and have bubbling blue veins, which I find insanely disgusting. Veins really gross me out, so I would not want to see one, ever. Now, in order to survive in the world of the living, they have to steal someone's skin. And they basically wear it like we wear clothes, so they can move around undetected. At night, they will shed that skin and go looking for a victim. They can literally get into your house through the smallest of openings, which is terrifying because that's like you're never safe. It can be a keyhole or a crack in your window or even a crack in the wall. Once they are inside, they will sit on the victim while the victim is asleep, and they will steal their breath, and even more importantly, they will steal their victim's energy. Now, they will literally do this the entire night and sneak away before the sun comes up and return back to their skin. Now, if it can't get back into its skin before sunrise, they will be destroyed, so the legend goes. Now, it's said that you can tell when a Boo Hag is close because the air will get very hot and damp, and you will smell as if something is rotting, which makes sense because they're undead. So it adds up. They are said to be repelled by indigo blue. So say you paint around your window indigo blue, it's so they can't go in through that window. Essentially, you should just paint your entire house and everything indigo blue because then they can't get in. And the salt, just like with other paranormal negative entities, is a very good repellent. A salted hag will never be able to get back into its skin. And it's said that if you wake up with one sitting on your chest, that you shouldn't do anything. Which, like, how are you not supposed to do anything? Because that would be terrifying. Like, how are you just supposed to sit there and let them, like, continue stealing your energy? But it's said that if you try to do something about it, they might actually steal your skin. It's also said that after a Boo Hag sucks the very life out of your lungs, it will slip into your skin and use it as a muse for the rest of the night before leaving in the morning. So it's like a sick game to them. So while researching this, the one thing that I kept coming across, like a lot of this information was very repetitive, but a very important thing is if you wake up and you know that you had a full night's rest, like you slept 7-8 hours, like you know that you slept that entire time, you did not wake up, you still feel like you didn't sleep and like you are drained and you have no energy. Maybe it was a Boo Hag. So I just found this so interesting. Again, I had never heard of this before, and I happened to stumble across it and then do some research about it, and I just found it so creepy and so eerie and so interesting. And I want to know what you guys think about Boo Hags, and if you have ever had any experience with one. I can't believe though, like, if you wake up with one on you, just, you don't do anything. Like, what? Like, how are you not supposed to do anything? That's terrifying. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. And if you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. And if you are not subscribed yet, definitely make sure to hit that subscribe button. It would literally mean so much to me, you guys. And I hope that you guys have an amazing rest of your day and an amazing October. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye.